as schools prepare for the possibility of an active shooter. Holy Family School in Syracuse is one of the few Catholic schools in the country that have trained with Armoured One.
This is a fight for my life.
Brianne Servino has been teaching for 8 years and is the director for Holy Family's after-school program.
I am in charge of, on an average day, probably 170 kids and 20 staff members, so it's a lot of pressure.
Servino has to make sure her and her staff are keeping the kids safe. She says as a mom of 2 children, one of them being the same age of the Sandy Hook victims, the thought of safety never leaves her mind.
The teacher emailing us, telling us how she thought about where she would hide the students and what she would do to protect my own son, and I have to think about other people's kids.
Kevin Hogue is a physical education teacher, which he says presents its own safety challenges.
I'm in a wide open space, so it's kind of almost even more we have to get where we have to.
Run, hide, barricade, and fight are our 3 options.
Armoured One shows the staff a series of tactics they can use. One of the tactics, moving any heavy object in front of the door.
Give me chairs, give me chairs, give me chairs.
Hogue says it doesn't matter the type of school or business. Dangerous situations can happen anywhere, so everyone needs to be prepared.
Public, parochial, I think there's really no difference on what we have to do to take care of the students.
A spokesperson for Armoured One tells us since they started in 2013, they have trained 150 schools nationwide. Reporting in Syracuse, I'm Stephanie Stanovich.